Eilidh McIntyre. I sail a 470 in the British sailing team, and I was selected to go to the Olympics this summer. I guess where to begin? Well, if you hadn't heard, the Olympic Games have been postponed till next summer. They'll still be called Tokyo 2020, just held in 2021. And our selections have been upheld, which is obviously a huge relief. It means we can just focus on the next year, on the Olympic Games and what we need to get done. But what's that look like? You know, right now we were expecting to be in Japan. I think we'd be getting back in about 5 days' time. And then rolling into a week I've been so looking forward to ever since I got missed out on selection last year, to, you know, watch your fellow teammates go to things like selection day, to have the self-gold party that's just this big celebration and send off to go to the games where everyone sort of wishes you luck, and then kit out day. Oh, I was so looking forward to going to the Adidas kit out day and seeing all the other athletes, but also just being there with Han and just enjoying the experience of, you know, finally having my own Team GB kit. I've worn my dad's for many years. He won a gold in 1988, and so for me to have my own would have been amazing, and I'm still so looking forward to that next year. But instead, this time has been weird. You know, our World Championships got cancelled. We haven't done a regatta since August last year, not a proper one anyway. Our Europeans have been postponed. We have no idea when our next regatta is going to be, and you know, it's just bizarre for us. We can't plan, particularly. I know we are now allowed to go out on the water, which is unreal, but I unfortunately don't have a single-handed boat, and my partner doesn't sail, who I'm quarantined with, so I at the moment can't go sailing, which is heartbreaking. I love being on the water, I love being out on the ocean. So instead, I am trying to keep in touch with sailing by watching old videos, listening to our communication on the videos. We do this a lot anyway, but find it a great refresher, and also like a great thing to just feel like you're still connected to the sport. I write notes on it, and I pick out details that I know I can work on and get better at next time. Other things I've been doing, watching tracking of live racing, of our racing from last summer and other events, just to, you know, pick out what comms should have been where. Not that I could hear them obviously, but just pretending I'm in that race, living that race and trying to be a part of it. For us also, I've set up a home gym. I think all the other athletes have too, and working out from home. Hence my wet hair. I've just finished my double gym session day, and you know, it's pretty full on. I've basically done double gym every day, and really trying to get the hours in. I think that's really keeping me going at this time and keeping me sane, is that thought that I'm still working towards a goal. At the moment, my goal is to leave lockdown and be the fittest and strongest I've ever been. So let's hope I achieve that when I next go into the gym and do my fitness test. For now, that's a little bit about what we've been up to, and you know, what we should have been up to, and what I'm doing now to still try and feel connected to the sport. So during lockdown, my weeks have sort of looked like 8 hours on the bike, give or take a few, and then a mashup of strength and conditioning sessions, ranging between 5 and 6 a week. Once we locked down, we got out of that first phase of lockdown, we moved into a 2-week rolling block, because we never knew when we were going to be able to sail again, and I wanted to make sure I was fresh and that my body wasn't aching when we first got back to sailing. So we did 2 weeks rolling blocks of 10 days on and 4 days off. The 10 days on was pretty intense, with 4 days off gave me enough recovery to make sure I was ready to go again, and that I was ready if we needed to get back out on the water. That really worked for me. I felt like I had a lot more energy doing it that way, and it was a lot more motivating for me to think of it in 2-week blocks rather than a big sort of 3 or 4 week block. So now I'm going to go through what a typical session would look like. This session that I'm going to do tonight is 14 chins. They're banded chin-ups, and so you just make them as light as you can with the bands to get your 14 reps in. Then it is 14 reps on the TRX. And now I hang my TRX off of our front door. I'm not gonna lie, it feels a bit precarious, but it's held on so far, so I'm hoping it will continue to do so. So I do 14 pulls on that, and then I have to get 56 press-ups in, and I can do them in any sort of way I like. I can do them in blocks of 6, I can do them in blocks of 10. And I just have to get them done, and it doesn't matter how I do it, but they all have to be good press-ups. Then I roll on to a banded section where I do banded pull-aparts and banded no money's. This is really classic for me. I'm always doing shoulder work and upper body work, much more than I do lower leg work. Then I'm going to do a little core circuit, and this one is double leg lowers, and then 14 of them, and then 20 single leg lowers, and repeat that. All of that is repeated 4 times through. So yeah, I'll do a little demonstration of one set, and if you fancy, give it a go at home. Oh God. Okay, so these are no money's, 20 of these. What's for me here is to tuck your pelvis under so you don't arch your back, and to keep your elbows tight to your side. And 20 banded pull-aparts, same thing. You want to really tense your core and tuck your pelvis under so you don't arch your back. And do 20 pull-aparts. This session's all about volume. All of the reps are quite easy, but it's about getting lots of them in and creating volume. Whereas my other sessions are strength-based, so they're a lot heavier weights and lower repetitions. The combination means that you can hopefully build strength, but also then build your repetitions on top of it and create better volume. Okay, the last section of this session is core based. We're going to do 14 double leg lowers and then 20 single leg lowers. The important thing here is to make sure your back is pressed really hard into the floor. I was trying to pretend it's a 50-pound note that someone's trying to rip out. I'm trying to clench it down there. And that's it. Repeat that session 4 times through, and make sure you get your 56 press-ups in.